Okay, this is gonna be great.
This is Nerd Dojo, where we talk about video games, computers, and the future of technology. Robots with crazy magic cards, and Doctor Who, and other things that are wicked cool.
Welcome back to Nerd Dojo. I'm Kyle Ganza.
I'm Justin Kirkland.
I'm Alan Whitaker.
And joining us again is our good friend John Lombard, who also has some terrific news. I don't know if you want to share this with everyone.
I'm going to be joining the cast of Nerd Dojo, which I'm very excited about.
Woo!
I'm going to be writing mostly articles for the website that's coming up.
Which is good because John knows how to write things and we don't.
Yep.
So that's perfect. Works out really well.
So I'm excited for that.
So yeah, we've got a ton of stuff. It's been a while since we've done a video. We had the holidays and then everything else and just work and whatnot. So we're getting back into the swing of everything. We've got a ton of stuff coming up for you guys this year. So hopefully you're going to be into it and watching everything and commenting and talking about all sorts of shit. Because we're going to be talking about all sorts of shit.
Subscribe to our iTunes and everything.
Yep, we got iTunes now. Yep. We got the website that's going to get launched fairly soon. It's like ready.
It's up. It's not pretty yet, but it's functional.
Yeah, the website's functional, so you can go there. You can check it out. You can check out the podcast from there and the videos and everything. We post everything on there pretty quickly. As fast as it gets posted on YouTube. It takes about a day, and we've got it on there.
Yeah, iTunes, subscribe. Nerd Dojo on iTunes.
Yep, check that out. Take it with you everywhere you go, on your phones and your iPods.
On your Android device.
On your Android device. Your Zunes, yeah.
We can't forget about the minority.
Yep, that is true. There are people who still use Zune.
Yeah, I have a 30 gig Zune.
Did you really?
Yeah. I have a white one. It's awesome.
Do you have the brown and green one?
No, I had the white one.
The brown and green one.
The Halo one?
Yeah.
Oh, God. So yeah, we've got a ton of stuff that we've been looking at on the interwebs that we've been finding out since last video we made. One thing that I'm really stoked for that I found is the Magic the Gathering movie series that they're potentially talking about making. I believe Fox is the company that's picking it up. So that's going to be awesome. I'm not sure where they're taking it from.
Yeah, do you know like what? Because I'm every set is a different story. You know what I mean? You don't know.
I don't know what story arc they're taking it from. I don't know if it's going to follow the Planeswalkers or if it's gonna,
newer stuff.
That'd be cool though. I'd be down with that.
What would you like to see for the Magic lore?
Oh man, I would. Okay, I would love to see them do Mirrodin. Out full, see Karn and everything like that. On screen would be so rad. But even anything with Gideon and Nico Bolas, I feel I feel like they did a lot of that with Duels of Planeswalkers. So I feel like that's something that they might wanna focus on for the first part of the series anyway.
Yeah.
But who knows? I mean, they could totally write something else and.
What if they do all the duels from the duel decks?
That'd be cool.
That would be kind of cool.
Jace vs. Chandra and stuff.
That'd be really rad. I'd be into that. But who knows? I mean, that'd be cool. I just think seeing Magic the Gathering stuff on a big screen would be cool.
It's big. Magic the Gathering has blown up so much in the past couple of years. Yeah. It went from a local tournament thing to being broadcasted on Twitch with, 500,000 viewers watching tournaments and
it's nuts now. I mean, it's the one. Wizards of the Coast is the one company who I read they have a 25% increase in revenue every year. Nobody's doing that.
Look at all the card games that have crashed and burned, and Magic's still going strong since the 90s. You know what I mean?
I mean, it got rocky in there for a little while, but
I mean, I think it's back to getting rocky. I think it's
Who knows what we might see? But I mean, it's cool because there's all the Eternal formats too, and that's always a good thing. So people keep playing, I think, no matter what.
Yeah.
So
casual or not, it's awesome.
Yep.
I want to see the Achroma and Phage
Ooh,
on the
that'd
big
be
screen.
rad.
You know what I mean? Like
That would be insane.
that's probably my favorite. Like the Onslaught block. It's just my favorite storyline.
I'd be really into that. What about you guys? You guys find anything cool
Uh,
on the internets?
No, I know you guys are nerds.
Virgins.
I don't know. I've been getting too lost in like the depths of YouTube lately to even do any research. The second I watch one video, it's just like, oh, what's related to this?
What have you
Oh,
found?
man, I really love fantasy metal right now.
That's cool though. I mean, like, yeah.
Yeah.
What was that band that you showed me?
Camelot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was insane.
That was funny as hell.
That keyboardist. Check out Camelot on YouTube. What's the song? What's the video?
I don't remember the name of it.
Just look for him and
It's
just
the
watch.
video where there's like violin players in the beginning and
Just watch the keyboard player. How like
Is he shred?
dude, and he gets so intense. He gets to the point where he's like,
he gets really melodramatic in it. He's just like,
he stares at the camera.
the best thing. But
It's
no,
so
it's
good.
that and then the singer. Like there's a part where he does this.
It's like a magician move. It's rad.
Is it like real like Dragon Force-y?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's another band called Glory Hammer, and the whole
Band names are so cool.
Glory Hammer, the singer of the band was wearing armor and like doing a lot of this and having a sword.
So it's like a real life Metalocalypse.
Yeah,
Like
and after watching like the Glory Hammer video, because there's like a guy, the singer's dressed up like that, so he's like kind of not like a paladin, but kind of just like a regular knight, and then it's like a keyboardist wearing like a cloak, so he's like the mage of the group. So now I'm picturing every time I play Dungeons and Dragons, this is what we're doing, spreading fantasy metal.
we're just a
throughout the
rock
land.
Oh
band.
my god.
It's
That's
awesome.
it. Like you could pick any Magic the Gathering card and make that your band name.
Yeah.
If it were,
Yep.
I mean-
Nerd Dojo is now going to be known as Sword of the Meek.
Sort of.
Dude, like I remember Kane's band wrote a song called "Burn the Impure."
Yeah,
That's
And
sick.
There you go.
there it is.
that's cool.
That's
So
sick.
Also, speaking of like medieval times and mages and whatnot, the new episode of SNL with Drake on it.
I haven't watched it.
There's a scene where who's in that skit? I think it's him, Taron Killam, and somebody else. They're doing like I think it's the New Year's resolution one where they try to do different things, and one of the things they do together is they go and play they do like cosplay and like like Drake. Yeah, it's like LARPing, and Drake has. He's the mage, so he's got a big wizard outfit on with a big hat, and he's like, elvish spell of the dark, and he throws like a bottle at one of the guys. It's wicked funny. So if you haven't seen that, it's hilarious, and Drake's awesome. Like I don't give a shit what anybody says. Like he's rad, and he will always be Wheelchair Jimmy. So
Yep.
so that's
Degrassi.
that's the thing. But he talks about that too, so that's cool. Like,
Getting us through some tough times in high school,
oh,
you
yeah,
know.
you know.
Dude, yeah.
I learned a lot from that show.
What, you didn't watch it?
No.
You watched Degrassi?
Oh, you
Yeah.
missed out on
Well,
so much.
Alan, guess what? You have Amazon Prime still, don't you?
You got a lot of catching
Yeah.
up to do.
Yeah. So
Guess who you're buying?
guess what's on?
Free shooting.
Guess what's on? No, you don't have to buy it.
Didn't Kevin Smith have something to do with
Yeah,
that?
Yep.
there was an episode. He was in a two-part episode. Him and Jay
That'd
Muse.
probably be the only one I would watch.
Nah, dude, they're all good.
It's
The-
really good.
the
Yeah,
episode-
Freaks and Geeks good.
No, it's not that
It's
good.
not that good, but it's like I think it borders.
Is it Babysitter's Club good or?
It's better than that.
No.
The episode where one of the dudes gets a boner and he's got to hide it with his
Yeah.
with his binder.
That's
Like,
all happened to us
that's
before. Let's
happened.
get real. You
That
know?
happens. That still happens.
Like the tuck, the up
Degrassi's
tuck.
the best. Like literally, it was. Oh, anything that's happened to any kid ever
Yep.
is definitely in this show.
Yep.
Yeah, they got caught looking at porn. Like
It's kind of, I guess
He
it's
gets
kind of awkward
shot,
going
gets
back
shot.
now
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
like watching it as adults, you know. But like when you're in high school, that was prime TV.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean they had like the goth girl who was
Yeah.
really cool.
Oh, yeah, that
was
was-
she cutting herself for part of this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's a slut.
she
Not till she got to college.
Yeah.
Well, that was
Well, hey.
college years is great,
Yep.
but she was like kind of hot. And then there was a girl who's like became a goth after being like a cheerleader,
Oh, that's right.
who was like kind of hot.
And then the cheerleader that became a lesbian.
I mean, they're all Canadian. What are
Who
you
was
gonna
like
do?
kind of hot.
yeah. So yeah, they're all Canadian, which is
Explains.
interesting.
Explains much.
You could definitely. I was watching it with my friend. You could make a drinking game out of Degrassi. Every time they say like "sorry" or "a boot," you could take a drink. you'd be hammered by the end of like
I didn't know
halfway
that.
through one episode. You'd be done, but
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Alan, what have you been stumbling upon on the internet?
Really lately, all I've been doing is playing Marvel Lego superheroes.
How's that going?
Which I bought it when GOG had a sale, so it was only like $12.
Yeah.
I don't know if I guess it's a kid's game. It's real fucking hard.
dude, Lego
like
games are
$20.
sweet though.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new Lego ones are real good.
I only played the Star Wars ones.
Yep.
Star
That's-
Wars was good. Indiana Jones was really
Yeah,
good.
I heard that was
the
good.
only other one I played before this one was the Star Wars ones.
What
Yeah.
about the Lego movie coming out with all the...
That looks so good.
Oh, I
the
heard
video
about
game
that. That should be
characters.
I have
cool.
no
Yeah.
interest
Here's
in
the
that.
thing about that. I want to see it, but I don't have a kid. And going to a Lego movie and going,
Yeah, as an adult
It's
with a
just-
beard.
I mean, if you
know
buy a
what?
ticket, are you gonna get a little Lego figure?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I
That'd be
hope so.
cool.
I mean, we went to the movies one time and they gave me like a C-3PO R2-D2 heart pin.
Dude, I when I went to go see the new Hobbit movie, it was like pay $3 and get one, and I bought all three of them. It was,
Alright.
yeah, it was a Yoda, Darth Vader, and C-3PO.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, the money was going to charity.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the most important.
Oh yeah.
Dude, we haven't talked about The Hobbit at all. Holy shit, was that movie awesome. Like, I know this is like
John hates it.
like 3 months ago. You didn't like it?
John hates it.
I have a little bit of a qualm with how kiddie it is. Like, okay, specifically the scene where Legolas and whatever her name is are killing all the orcs.
Oh, okay.
The dwarfs are floating down the river in the barrels, and Legolas is just like jumping on people's heads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like the music is like too upbeat. Instead of like the epic battle music, it's just like flutes and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
So-
Benny Hill.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
just gonna say that they did the same
Yeah.
music.
So-
Same thing.
Like
That'd be so funny to just put that over it.
like other than that, like it was great.
I
But-
thought it ended a little weird.
Yeah, I thought they should have ended it with like Smaug dying, and so
Or just
so then they could go
start-
into the
oh, yeah,
war.
yeah.
You know, if you read the book, like go into the war after, you know, because like you don't see that, you don't even
Yeah,
read
'cause-
about that entire thing because
yeah,
like Bilbo's
'cause-
passed out.
Because what's going to happen in the next movie? It's going to be like half the movie is the rest of the book, and then it's going to
Yeah.
do like
Well, then-
the lead in.
Yeah, well, this is the second one. Yeah, so the third one is going to be the rest of the book, and then kind of a gap bridger between the two series.
See, I would have rather they just did one whole movie that would just bridge the gap.
Well, then I would have to split it into 4, and
Yeah, but they
Then we
did.
can't call it a trilogy.
But here's the thing, like
Even though it was only one book.
Yeah.
exactly, it was one
Quadrilogy.
book. Do it in 2 parts.
Yeah,
like you know, they did all the other movies in one movie, or all the other books in one movie. So
Like I liked the first. I think I liked the first Hobbit movie better than.
see, I've heard that
second
from
one.
other people. So I guess, yeah, I mean,
But I mean, I also like Fellowship more than
I love Fellowship.
any other Lord of the Rings movie.
Yep.
You know, it's
Fellowship was the best.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was so good.
So, I mean,
Quality
hopefully,
movie.
at least like the third Hobbit movie has like an
My ass.
epic war
Yeah.
scene. You know what I mean? Like Return of the King-esque war scene, or like the Helm's Deep battle war scene, which would be cool. Cause like isn't like the Eagles a big part of like
Yeah.
the third?
Yep. Yeah,
third
so
part of
that's
that?
gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I think that'll be really cool.
now, do you think they're actually going to do the battle, or are they just going to do the cheap
Cop out.
cop out
I
where
hope
Bilbo
not.
passes
No,
out?
I
and
think
then
I
show
think
the beginning, and then Bilbo getting knocked out, and then Bilbo waking up and being like, "Oh, you just missed this grand
epic battle.
6-hour battle."
I really hope not.
No, they'll film it. They
Just
got
for
it.
I hope
Legolas.
so.
They're going to
They
add
got it.
Legolas into
Oh
the battle.
God, I have fuck. Well, what are you gonna do, right?
Plenty of fan
Yeah.
service.
We're going to
That's what
gonna
single-handedly
do?
take out everyone.
Oh man, here we go.
Yeah, but his old man fathead is gonna be weighing him down, so he's not gonna be able to do too much. That poor guy.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Other than that stuff, I thought The Hobbit was pretty good.
Yeah, it was
You
fun.
know.
I had a good time. I was a little tired, so I took a little.
Oh, I
little
passed
snooze.
out. I saw it at like opening night at like
Yeah.
midnight, so it's just I've missed the last half hour of us snoring in the movie theater. Wicked embarrassing. Like,
People are like, "What is this guy doing?
Yeah.
How can you be sleeping?"
oh, it was rough. It was a rough day.
Yeah,
But- Definitely streamed it illegally the next day and watched the rest
you
of it.
gotta.
Didn't we all?
What else?
What else?
we got? Oh, aliens. Aliens are a thing.
Aliens.
We're gonna have a nice
Not
conversation about
not
that.
saying it's aliens. We're gonna talk about this more on like Couch Talk, but so quick synopsis of this. In 2012, they Department of Defense like got called down to like Texas to check out these 3 crafts that were in space and to determine what they might be made of, determine how the size.
It was
and,
by
like,
Mars, right?
Yeah, it was out. They were out by Mars, and like they're observing them for like I don't know some extended amount of time, and like they were like observing how fast they move and like how incredibly fast the ships are, and like as they were like 200,000 miles past Mars, they just vanished out of nowhere. And now, like, December of last year, so December 2013, they show up, like, one of these ships shows up in a crater that's the size of, like, Cleveland, I think it is. And it's just
On the moon.
hanging out on the moon.
Someone on Google Moon snapped a
somebody
picture of
like,
it, right?
yeah, they, like, took a picture of it. I guess you can still see it, like, if you type in the coordinates, like,
Yeah.
because it's still there.
Like, we haven't, like, launched anyone up there to check it out yet. You
No,
know what I
they
mean? Like,
well there was like I guess like they launched 4 rockets, something like that, into space, and it was like 5 days after like finding out about all this. Usually, like even if it's like some kind of like big like we need to get up there as soon as possible kind of thing, they prep and they plan it a month ahead, but it was
Yeah.
like 5 days later they were up there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
The whole thing is, didn't NASA like get rid of their whole Apollo programs and everything?
Well, like,
landing
when-
on the moon.
the government shutdown, like, NASA was, like, the first thing to get chopped.
Yeah.
So, like, that probably set everything back so much.
I just read that Russia sent 3 research ships.
China
Or they're about
China
to.
did something too. Like they're in
Everyone's
the
going
process.
to.
Like
Yeah.
everybody's gonna check it out because everybody wants to know.
We're gonna cut it off here, and we're gonna talk about it on Couch Talk.
Yeah.
We can do that.
That's
Yes, we will.
gonna be a good one.
Yep.
But yeah, so definitely check that out. Like that's gonna be fun to talk about. We're gonna talk about
If you like
a ton of
sci-fi and
stuff.
sci non-fi,
Yeah.
Sci non-fi.
Yeah,
You like science fact.
science fact.
science
Yeah.
fact and science.
You guys like
fiction
science faction?
together.
Like,
Not saying it's aliens,
but it's definitely
definitely
aliens.
But yeah, so I think that's it. Aside from like I was trying to like find some cool new tech news out there. Like I
Well,
didn't see a whole lot.
In the Hex Alpha.
Oh yeah, you were.
So
Yep,
yeah,
Hex
I'm in the
Alpha's
Hex
going
Alpha.
on.
They added drafting on this last patch.
It's still broken.
Well, they added it. I don't know if it was last Friday, like 2 days, like yesterday. Well, no, it wouldn't have been yesterday because I was playing. So 2 Fridays ago, they added in drafting, and it's broken. And then they put out a big patch yesterday to try to fix it.
Still
and
broken.
It's still broken. But I mean, it's
It's
early
alpha. It's alpha for you.
Yeah.
So you can. It's only available in tournaments, like tournament form. But I mean, that's how you do sealed. And then, so you do it. As of right now, there's no animations for anything. Like if you do Magic Online, when you open a booster, it has like the booster pack, and then it like spreads out throughout the screen, and then you can
okay.
look at them all. And on this one, so it waits till the lobby fills up, then it brings you to a card selection screen, and it's the amount of cards that it would be if you drafted, but it's just randomly picked like 30 cards or whatever it is.
Yep.
And then you have 20 minutes to build your deck. You build your deck, pick your champion, and then you save your deck and wait for the 20 minutes to be up. And as of right now, out of doing it 10 times or so, I've only played 2 games.
It just
Wow.
crashes.
So you'll pick the deck, and then once the countdown reaches 0, it just doesn't do anything. Or it'll load you into the game, choose your opponent, load you into the game, and then right when the game is about to go, it says connection error and boots you out.
Perfect.
But then it boots you out to like the lobby, like your tournament lobby, where everything's blank and you can't do anything. So you just have to close the client and reopen it.
That's so weird.
Can you
And
like
then-
if you crash mid game? Because I know in Magic Online, like you have 2 timers. You have like
Yeah, that's
20
what
minutes on
they
each
added
side.
that in on the last patch on Friday,
So you
where
can,
you
like,
have
join
5
it.
minutes to
Join.
If you log in within 5 minutes, you can log into the game.
that's cool.
But I mean, you can't even get into the game right now.
Yeah.
And
Such a
then
bummer.
even right now, standard play, like for normal decks and stuff, that's pretty broken right now too. Like I tried
Really?
today, and 4 out of 4 times playing, I couldn't play.
That sucks.
Dude, hopefully
get
they can
stuck
get that
in
up and
between
running
turns.
because
Yeah,
like
they made
watching
a-
you play was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one time I showed you, my deck actually worked almost perfectly.
Yeah.
And I smashed the dude.
Yeah, it was rad. But yeah,
So,
I think
Smash
that's
a lot of dudes, huh?
yep, smashed the dude.
smashing dudes. Mark Hamill did a really cool thing on Reddit where he like did like a tell-all, just like let people ask
Yeah, an
questions.
AMA.
And AMA,
Yep.
ask me anything.
Yep, which was really cool.
Dean Hall
I think
did one,
that's a
too.
nice.
I know
nice,
Schwarzenegger does them all the time too.
Really?
I think he's done 3 now.
I don't like. Yeah, maybe like the. I'm not like.
Usually
real
it's people
popular.
going on right before they promote something. I think he was promoting something too. I forget what it
I know
was.
Bill
Yeah.
Murray did one recently. It was awesome.
That's
Yeah, Bill
awesome.
Murray did one. He answered
Really
every
good one.
like weird questions.
Yeah, like I'm always last to find out about anything on the internet, just because I don't spend a lot of time on the computer. Like,
I
but-
usually can catch them because I'm always on the Reddit app on my phone,
Yeah, yeah.
but I just never know what to ask anybody.
Yeah.
So
I would ask like something stupid, like
Someone asked like Bill Murray what his favorite sandwich he ever had was, and like,
Just
Hey, man.
anything.
I'd ask Mark Hamill. I think I'd ask how comfortable that Luke Skywalker costume was.
I'd ask him if he saw Carrie Fisher's boobs.
That's what I.
Dude.
I
I'm
wanna
sure
it's
that
like,
was on there.
It's like
That's
live.
what
I
It's
wanna
like
know.
live theater. I'm sure like everybody saw
I'm
everybody's
going
junk.
to that.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
going to Mark Hamill. Well, did you ever read that thing where George Lucas talked Carrie Fisher into not wearing underwear because he said that?
Well, yeah, because there's no
it-
bras.
There would be
or-
no
yeah.
underwear in the future or space.
Space,
And
yeah.
she fell for it.
Well, did you also
That's
read that they
awesome.
were doing an insane amount of drugs and drinking all the time?
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you had. I would say you probably had to be. It was like the 70s.
Yeah.
So like,
Just saying.
I'm
party.
sure. Yeah, I'm sure there was a lot of partying and banging going on Star
Banging.
Wars.
Yeah, Harrison Ford was the man.
Yeah.
Billy D. Williams definitely got down with Carrie Fisher.
Oh yeah.
He was just like, hey, check me
That's a
out.
Colt 45.
You guys like 40s?
Oh god. We just automatically assume Billy D. Williams is just Wicked Hood.
No, you didn't see that commercial?
He
was
supports
sponsored.
He's the sponsor of Colt 45.
Really?
Okay, well I'm just
You never
sitting
saw
here
the
trying to
commercial?
snap.
It was
you
a
get-
commercial.
If you get a Colt 45
Really?
bottle and you turn it around,
Billy
he's on
D.
the back
Williams.
side of the label.
Side of it is he dressed as Lando Calrissian?
No, he's,
That would have been awesome.
okay. I'll find you guys the picture. It's true. Or we'll just go down to the package store and buy Colt 45.
I mean, we could do that too.
Is there any news with the? I know that they just put in the screenplay. Some of the
for the-
screenplay for the new Star Wars movies.
Did you hear
but,
Pixar's planning on doing one too?
Like animated, like Clone Wars kind of
Yeah, but they're gonna do animated movies.
thing?
I mean,
You know.
Is it gonna be side story stuff? Or
if-
I'm hoping
anybody-
so. But like, if anyone's gonna make an animated movie,
Pixar.
Pixar.
Yeah.
I
they'll
mean,
do a great job.
The Clone Wars, if you look at the Clone Wars first season compared to the last season when it got canceled,
Yeah.
the animation is a million times
Yeah.
better in
Yeah.
difference.
and now
I
put
can
Pixar
imagine.
into it.
Yeah.
Like, these are the people who make some of the best animated films, just like quality wise, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
animation wise. This would
They
be
just need
awesome.
to make a Darth Grievous movie.
Yep.
Or,
Oh, that'd be sick.
yeah, General Grievous, sorry, not Darth
Yeah.
Grievous.
Yeah.
And a Darth Bane movie.
Yeah,
That'd
I
be
know
really cool.
Pixar would never make a Darth Bane movie where he's
No,
just slaughtering
storyline's
all
just
Sith
yeah,
and Jedi.
so dark.
I just got that
What?
the Darth Plagueis book.
Oh
I just
really?
picked it up. Yeah, I'm gonna start reading it soon.
Nice.
So
Hell yeah.
about Palpatine's master or whatever.
Did you read the Darth Bane books? I will let you borrow them.
They're good?
They're the greatest Star Wars books ever.
I know that
done.
JJ like fucking loves those.
Yeah.
Because they're the best.
Yeah.
It's about this dude that's a slave, and then he just rebels, like, he just leaves, like, because his dad's, like, abusing him, and he's a slave, and his dad, like, pretty much tries to kill him, and then so he just escapes the planet, and somehow, like, joins the Sith army, because at that point it was during the Old Republic, so as many Jedi as there was
Sith.
that many
Yeah.
Sith, too, so it was just two giant battalions just smashing against each other all the time.
That's cool.
So he joins up as them, and then rises through the ranks very quickly because he has untapped force power, so he can sense, like, he becomes like a battle general and stuff and a leader because he can sense things. And then eventually he rises up in the ranks of the Sith and realizes that because they're not even like joining together to take out the Jedi, they're pretty much just battling eternally, backstabbing each other, trying to become the leaders.
That's cool.
So, pretty much, I think it's in the second book, it's second book, Rule of Two. He creates a genocide and like traps all the Sith so that the Jedi take them all out, and he takes out the main ones himself.
And he's the last.
So he's the last one. And he creates the rule that there can only be 2 Sith at a time, 1 master and 1 apprentice. Until the apprentice kills the master and then becomes the master themselves.
Yeah, and then he gets an apprentice.
And then they get an
crazy.
apprentice. And then what happens in the 3rd book, he finds, I forget, it's this creature, it's a snail creature. And he finds it in a cave. And what it does is it attaches to him, and you can never get it off. And what it does is it basically sucks the force out of you. But at the same time, you can like tap into it to get double the force back.
Okay.
So it's like a parasitic or symbiotic relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But the creature, when it's on you, it multiplies. So it like continually will just
Cover
spread
your
out until it
body.
consumes.
Yeah.
So what he does is he ends up wearing like a face cage to sleep at night, so it doesn't cover his face. And I think he wears special gloves so they don't go on his hands. But the best thing about that snail creature is its shell deflects lightsabers.
So like
It's
he
the
just has,
only
like,
thing in the
armor suit.
universe. So he has an armor suit.
Yeah.
So there's one part in the book where it's him and his apprentice are taking on a squad of Jedi, and he's single-handedly taking on 5 Jedi at once.
That's sick.
That's crazy.
And then and there's a lot of them that like are the Jedi's that are dual wielding, and then like have the dual sided, where he's just the single-handed like Darth Vader style, just power smash through people.
That's awesome.
And he single-handedly takes out 5 like supreme Jedi.
Hell yeah.
That book
That's
is sweet.
sick.
And then there's another one that's really good called Deceived, which is the like the premise to the Star Wars MMO. Like before that, so it's all about Darth Malgus and them like tricking the Jedi and all that stuff and taking back Korriban.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about the new Star Wars movies.
Yeah, I think they'll be cool.
Yeah.
Like, everyone gives 1, 2, and 3 all this shit, you know, and I don't know why.
I love
like,
3.
I
Yeah.
see, like,
Oh, yeah.
you know what the thing is with me is it's like
Just
even
Grievous.
with fucking Jar Jar Binks and like
Yeah.
stupid things and metachlorians and all this shit, like when you get down to it, it's still Star Wars.
Yeah, it's
it
still
doesn't matter.
the universe,
Like,
you know,
yeah,
and it's just cool to see the origins of it. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, remember that thing I showed you last week about E.T.?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh
on
yeah,
Instagram.
there's
Yeah. E.T. and Star Wars. In I think it's episode 1 during the council scene.
Yeah,
You
you
see E.T.'s creature race
Oh.
on one of the, so they were like represented there, and then E.T. the movie that are both done by Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
Or no, right. But Steven Spielberg did E.T. But in
Yeah.
E.T., the girl is playing with like Star Wars figures,
Yeah.
and then during the Halloween scene, someone's dressed up as Yoda, and E.T. sees Yoda, like the kid dressed up as Yoda, and tries talking to him, so he's like friendly with him. So that must mean he knows Yoda's
Yeah.
race. And then, so they're assuming that at the end, and then when he's with Elliot and they're on the bike and they're flying, that E.T.'s making it fly with the Force. Because throughout the rest of the movie, he didn't have any magic powers, really.
That's
blown,
crazy.
dude.
Yeah.
Mind's
That's
blown.
wild.
E.T. has the Force, and they're Jedis.
That's
he's a
crazy.
Jedi.
He's
E.T.'s a
Jedi.
Jedi.
E.T.'s a
Or
Jedi.
Sith. Who knows?
Wow. I mean,
He
he'll do
is.
anything for Reese's, so...
Who wouldn't do anything for Reese's? Let's
I
get a vote here.
I would slay a school full of Padawan for Reese's. I will give
One
you
box of
unlimited
Reese's.
Reese's,
Yeah.
but in order for you to get them, you need to kill children.
Done.
Done.
That's like the dark side
Like
initiation.
Your emotion just. This is how you kill Padawan.
I feel like it's not
Walk
much of a
around.
battle. You're just like, I Zoro
Dude,
this
I don't
shit out
know.
of them.
They're tiny. They can probably bounce around. Like,
Yeah, but they're not
I just
Yoda
feel like the robot
That's
chicken where he
true.
closes his eyes and he's cutting off the flowers. He's cutting up the flowers.
good times.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I think that's basically it.
Yeah, I'd probably just keep this one short.
Yeah,
Ish.
definitely go check out the new website. It's nerd-dojo.com. Like we said, not pretty yet, but it's
getting there. It's up.
It's
It's
getting
functional.
there. It's up. You can use it. You can check it out. You can. Can
Click
you
links.
like click? You can click links. Can you comment on stuff too?
I don't know.
So
I
Yeah.
haven't that figured out
account-
yet.
We don't
Should
have
we,
that
like,
figured out yet.
Let
We're
people
working
make
on it.
accounts,
I'm not sure about
like
that
a
yet.
forum board.
We're
We should
getting
make
there.
a forum.
We're gonna make a forum board.
We're
It's
gonna
gonna
make
happen.
a forum board.
Yep. So we'll get there. Definitely like send us emails. There's a contact page. Like let us know if there's stuff you want to see or stuff that you'd like to see. stuff that you think we should have, like, definitely let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video on YouTube.
The iTunes?
Subscribe to the channel. Check out the iTunes. Subscribe to that. You'll get the
Dojo on
podcast right
iTunes.
away.
Nerd Dojo on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube.
All over the place.
you guys going to
YouTube.com/NerdDojoPC.
Yep. Friendster.
Friendster,
MySpace.
MySpace. Just kidding.
Live Journal.
Live Journal.
But yeah, keep an eye out too.
Guideline.
We got a new capture card, so Friend Enders is coming back real strong. We're gonna start doing tabletop Friend Enders. We're gonna be doing video games, like all sorts of cool
Video
stuff.
games, card games, board games.
Yep.
Definitely gets Super Fight, Story Wars,
Yeah.
all kinds of nerdy
Everything.
games.
Tons of good stuff. So we're gonna be doing that. Like John said, we're gonna be going to PAX East. Probably gonna be doing Anime Boston.
Well, I will definitely be at Anime Boston.
Alan's definitely gonna be there.
Cosplaying.
Hopefully, we'll be there too.
Did you find a costume yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna be. What's his name? Now I can't think of it. One of the dudes from Kill la Kill.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be very popular.
Well, it's
I
the
don't
dude
think
that
so.
nobody's.
Really?
It's the dude that nobody cosplays.
Well, no, yeah, because
Well, no, not just your character. I mean, you Kill la Kill in general.
the girls will be.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah.
Kill la Kill's been out for a couple months now, and some of the there's been a bunch of cons since, and really all there has been is just the two
girls.
main girls.
Yeah.
Everybody's just gonna be doing Attack on Titan.
Still, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Still.
Yep.
So
That's
yeah,
all
we'll
there's gonna
be some form or another. Be at Anime Boston. Be a bunch of us at PAX East. Probably another 2 or 3 conventions throughout the year.
Yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
check it out
probably
too.
AAC.
There's a lot of
yeah.
like small
Kineticon.
indie cons too. We're gonna try to check those out.
Boston Comic Con.
Yep.
I want to go.
We'll see what we can. We'll
I
see what we
had
can
tickets
get
last year,
into.
but then the Boston Marathon happened, and then they kicked it back a month, and I just sold my ticket instead.
Well, we'll see what we can get into this year. 2014 is gonna be fun.
Get into a lot.
There's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be some cool new segments that we're gonna launch. So
Yeah.
definitely stay tuned and check it out. Like I said, like and subscribe because we need subscribers always. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Kyle Ganza.
I'm Justin Kirkland.
I'm Alan Whitaker.
I'm John Lombard.
Thanks for watching.